HappyThumbsGaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and today we have a very special LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens video for you. It's going to be level 10, the finale free play. And although this might seem like the end, we are quite far from the end. In fact, there's epilogue and some new Star Wars adventures and plenty of more videos and gameplay to come. But as you can see on the right hand side, we're going to get us a couple of gold bricks, one for completing all of the mini kits and building up something awesome, as well as one for getting that true Jedi requirement. We're also going to get a couple of vehicle tokens for getting all those mini kits, and here you can see us standing in the Millennium Falcon hub area at the galaxy map. We're going to go ahead and choose the Star Killer base and go down to Chapter 10, the finale. And there it is. You can see no red brick, still need to get that Jedi requirement, and 0 mini kits. Go ahead and pick your favorite character as well as your favorite vehicle, and we'll go ahead and get to getting. Now, all right, little confession here. This actually took me a couple of plays as well. I have to be honest, the day I recorded levels 9 and 10 were not my greatest days. I felt like such a noob. And all right, as we start off, there are 15 TIE fighters you need to take out. But before taking out all 15, you should go ahead and try this race in the middle of this, I don't know, chasm, I guess. It's a giant opening over the Star Killer base there. And essentially, all you have to do is fly through a series of rings. You guys are familiar with LEGO races. Why am I trying to explain it to you? Once you know where the first point of interest is, it's pretty easy. And if you look at them, the arrows kind of point their way to the next bubble that you need to flow through, as well as there's a blue arrow that kind of indicates, is it up, down, left, or right? Now, I took out a couple of TIE fighters before I finished out the old race here, and now I only have 9 left to get, but woo to the who, 1 mini kit down. Now, as I was saying before I got all excited into that battle with the race, because it was a battle, as you can see, I almost didn't make that first checkpoint. If you go back and look, it was close. But yeah, the whole point is that coming up, there is a mini kit that's floating, and for whatever reason, when I did the story videos, I actually had to replay this level twice because I got it on accident twice, right? Like, I'm trying to fly away from it, and I ended up getting it. Well, now that I'm playing the free play, I'm trying to get it. I couldn't get it to save my life. Like, I must have missed it 10 times. And so, between the last level and this level, boy, I had a lot of replaying. But all right, once you get through and take out all 15 TIE fighters, we find ourselves making a little bit of a trench run, and inside the trench there are some turrets that have this green-like glow to them. It's our job and duty to take out 5 of those, and we'll go ahead and be rewarded with a mini kit once we do so. Now, there are plenty more than 5, and I think there are plenty more up ahead. If you didn't get 5 by now, then you still have time, but this is that one. There's a lazily leaning to the right one there, and look at that. I barely got it, and I'm serious. This was like my 10th or 11th try. So if you do not get it on your first couple of tries, don't feel terrible. Just think of me and how many times I had to replay this. But here you can see we're in another trench, and there are plenty more turrets with the green glow to them. So if you didn't get it in that first trench, now you should be able to get the remaining 5 in order to get that mini kit. Just watch out, because there's a TIE fighter right on our Tookus trying to take us out, and we've gotten by him, and now we're spinning around in a circle. I know our trophy achievement guide, at least at this point of the recording, says that there are more than 3 of these Imperial logos, but it turns out there's only 3 of them. You're just flying around in a circle. Come on, Doug. You too busy writing? You couldn't tell we were flying around in a circle? But yeah, so this one is kind of tricky, though. You can see I already got all 3 of them. But that one in the far right corner, it's kind of tricky. Like, we had to use the right analog stick and the left analog stick to kind of gear our ship down there or fly it down there, as well as aim. So once you get all 3 of those, take out the 100%, and you'll find yourself in a battle with Kylo Ren. And we're going to switch to our secondary character immediately. And then remember we talked about buying the old Flame Trooper before? Well, hopefully you've purchased him. If you haven't, he costs you 125,000 studs, and you can purchase him right in the level. But switch from whichever character was spawned up there to the Flame Trooper, and then of course it reveals a dive pool, so we'll go ahead and grab Admiral Akbar and dive in there. Now, I'm almost behind here, but over to the left hand side is the first of 3 snowmen you have to build, and you're probably scratching your head, Brian, that said Minikit 10. Why is it Minikit 10? Well, If you've ever watched our playthroughs, we never count a mini kit until we have actually earned it. And it just so happens in this case, that is the last mini kit we find. There is a snowman right at the end of the level, which ends up being our third one and completes that little checklist and gives us that mini kit. So there should be quick links down below, and there should be 3 individual time links to that snowman. So if you have maybe one of them and you need the other 2, go ahead and click all 3 and figure out which one it is you need. If not, we'll just go ahead and keep on keeping on, and we'll get to that at the end, huh? All right, speaking of getting to the end, you have to switch back to whoever your character is down low. For us, you can see it was Ray, and I think it'll probably be Ray for you. But you have to get a little bit of a battle going with Kylo Ren, and once he grabs you with the Force, it'll require you to switch your character. Now there you can see there was the second snowman up top there on the far right side. And make sure you do that before you do this build, because I'm not sure you can afterwards. You might be able to. Well, look at that. Yep, sure enough, you can. You certainly have control. So it doesn't matter the timing, I guess. Just make sure you get it before you fight Kylo Ren for the second time. All right, you know how this works. We have to do this a couple of times and rinse and repeat, and it'll eventually take us away. And oh, look at that. And now we find ourselves spamming a button trying to fill a meter to go ahead and take that lightsaber away with the Force. And look at that. Pow, right in the kissa. And there was a little bit of a cinematic scene there, but we're going to skip that and switch up to our upper character. Again, probably the secondary character, and we're going to use Finn to go ahead and grapple the far left plug, which rips down a mini kit and allows our lower character to get it. So we quickly switched down and then quickly switched back because we didn't want to fight Kylo Ren. We've got this crazy, it's like a blaster battle, but it's not, because it's really slow, and you almost think that nothing's going to happen here. But as it would turn out, there are 6 of these probe droids that pop up, and it takes 10 minutes in between each of them. Actually, no, it's 30 seconds, but it is slow going, so be very patient here. And I believe the first 3 pop out on the left-hand side. Yep, there's the third one. And I believe number 4, yep, you can see my aim is moving back over to the right. I'm pretty sure there is one, oh, there we go, on the right, and then the rest are on the left. And I'm just pew, 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 just holding it down and aiming. And yeah, you'll eventually get all 6 and grab that mini kit. But make sure you do this before fighting Kylo Ren down below, because it will advance the scene. And now this gets a little bit trickier here too. And oh, it looks like I was wrong again. We're gonna get Rey up there, and we're gonna both be up there, so you can get that even after fighting Kylo. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys don't miss anything, you know. And to be completely honest, as you guys have probably heard me talk about, I've been struggling with some computer issues, and we even bought a new PC, but turns out that one didn't work, and I had to send that one back. So now I'm using my old machine, and to be honest, it's been 4 or 5 days since I played this, and we played a few levels, and so all the details are kind of a blur. But anyhow, I'm getting it done. You're getting it done. We're all getting it done. And all right, so we have basically chased Kylo off, and he sends out some of his little cronies here to take us out. And I tried to get my pew-pew on, but it turns out that was just taking too long. So a couple of butt slams, a couple of swings of the staff, and all of a sudden we're back in the trenches fighting with Kylo. And again, rinse and repeat. And I'm not sure what's best here. You know, being that we have 21 million studs, I don't know if dying a time or 2 and losing a blue stud will really hurt us. But I feel like you can dodge his attacks, but at the same time, if you just let him slice you up, it seems like he makes his initial attack a little bit sooner. So, and make sure that each time he does attack you on this round, that you attack him back and remove some of his health until he cowers away, and then, of course, calls on some more of his boys, or hits you with the Force and requires you to switch up above. Now, if you remember, it was pretty specific. We had to shake the middle tree in order to shake the snow down onto Kylo Ren, but in this case, he happens to be behind the first tree, so we'll shake him up and turn him into a snowman, and he takes off, and luckily for us, carves up some rocks and gives Rey a nice little access point to get up top, and now we have both characters needed to push this on down the checkerboard path. Which, you know, I wonder, I haven't thought about this yet, but I wonder if you get to like a big strong character like Kenton Strider or something, like if you can push that on your own, like if a strong character is strong enough. But once you do push that all the way to the end, all of a sudden the world starts crumbling. And this actually is a really tricky and really easy mini kit to miss. So as you can see, it kind of wants you to jump to that pillar, but no, there is a lower pillar to the right that's almost completely hidden, and you have to kind of pull down and to the right in order to get that pillar activated. Go ahead and press X, and of course you'll have to switch to Finn or somebody with a gas mask to go ahead and get on over there. And normally I make a traveling with a Wookiee joke, but I guess I'll just leave it at that comment. We'll switch to Rey, and she's just hanging out over here, quite literally. And now she's going to spin to win to get up top to this next level. And mini kit number 9 is actually right over here on the side. We have to switch to a big guy. And hey, wasn't I just talking about old Kenton Strider? Look at that. Hey, buddy, we were just talking about you. Simply choose a character with the strong ability to go ahead and break that cracked wall and get inside there and grab your old mini kit. Now, last but not least, as you probably remember, the 10th mini kit is actually the final snowman build. So we're going to use a character with a lightsaber to get up top. In fact, there's a grapple hook that can get you up there too. But once you're up top on the right-hand side, go ahead and build up the final snowman. Look, oh, it's a little snowman family. It's like one of those little sticker packs you see on the back of the local soccer mom's minivan. And, which that would be pretty cool. If I'm honest, I'd probably put that sticker pack on there, the old Stormtrooper snowman. Ooh, maybe I should, maybe I should get going on that. All right, last but not least, the red brick is actually right here too. We're going to use the Force to go ahead and manipulate that snowball from the right side, right next to that snowman family, all the way over to the left-hand side. Go ahead and jump up on it. Now, you'll probably get queued into the fight. Just don't engage in the battle until you have that red brick. Once you have the red brick, go ahead and jump on in and spam the button. Boy, you can see I almost didn't get it there. And, oh, look at that. That's right. You're down, man. Kylo down, Kylo down. This is kind of a ridiculous scene. I'm not sure why it just beats him over and over and over, but eventually we finish that into the final cutscene, which we have removed, which leaves us to the final totals. And look at that, the finale free play level is complete, which we already got a gold brick for that in our story, but we will go ahead and collect a gold brick for getting the true Jedi here. So yay, gold brick for you and me, yay. Man, well, maybe you already had it, but we did get that red brick, which happens to be for the collect guide studs. That's right, I had to look at my notes again. And we had all 10 mini kits, so we're building it up. Ooh, what's that? It looks like a looks like a Pokeball almost, but it's the Star Killer base, I think is what it said, and the Micro Fighter. I'll have to go back and read that. Backwards man. Uh-oh, you know what this screen means. That's gonna wrap it up for Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens Level 10, the finale free play. Look, guys, this has been an awesome series. I know I've struggled with the timing of these due to my computer. I'm really sorry. Hopefully you'll forgive us. At least I wasn't slaughtering names and places like in our Hobbit and Lord of the Rings series, huh? But hey, if you guys have any questions or comments, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. Of course, we have this trophy achievement guide for this game and many others at HappyThumbsGaming.com, which is also the home of our product and gaming reviews. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. And as per request, we have set up a Patreon.com account where, you know, if you guys feel like you'd like to give a little back, or maybe you want to get sponsored on a tier level or something, maybe get some stickers or whatever the case may be, head on over to our Patreon.com account, which should be linked down below with our socials now. It's a new addition to that pile. So, oh, to the yeah, that's going to do it for me. As always, until next time. Slam!